Welcome. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Man, this market is absolutely insane. I just wanted to do a live stream, get on here, and just talk about my opinions and what my thoughts are on this whole Wall Street bets and GameStop, uh, GameStop, Nokia, Bed Bath and Beyond, AMC, all these short squeezes, and the whole Wall Street bets community. This is incredible. Like, it's just unheard of what's going on. It's so exciting when you're actually in it. It's like when you talk to people that are in the market and are investing in the market, is very, very exciting. But when you talk to other people that don't even care about the market, nobody else really cares. But this has been a incredible market. But let's see. Please change the title. They didn't shut it down. That SEC can't do nothing. We all know they want to install fear in us retail investors. Yeah, so we're going to talk more about that. What's going on. Discord shut down Wall Street Bets, and last I heard, Wall Street Bets went private, and the reason Discord said that they shut down Wall Street Bets is because of, I think it's BS. It's pretty obvious. These social media companies, they only want two things. They want a bunch of subscribers, a bunch of people going there, and they want a bunch of advertisers. And this is the Wall Street Bets community is really disrupting Wall Street, disrupting huge hedge funds, billions and billions of dollars, and lots of money is being lost by these hedge funds in Wall Street, and it's going into the retail investors' pocket. And no, we can't have that. So this is what's happening, is what I think is happening. So it's been happening the opposite way for years and years, for decades, where hedge funds, Wall Street folks, they short companies, very strong companies that would normally be thriving and doing well, but they want to make money on both sides of the transaction. So they short these companies, and they make money when these companies fail. Most notably to me is company this right here, Tesla. Tesla was like car of the year for multiple years for their Model S, safest car ever, and for last 7-8 years, it was being shorted continuously, and to a point where the company almost goes bankrupt. And any little hiccup that they have, the media would just pounce on them, saying that they're going to fail, they're going to go out of business. All the shorts are shorting the company, and it really affects the company. And the information is just FUD, is just nonsense. The company was producing the safest cars. They were producing cars that people wanted, but yet the company was getting shorted continuously. And now the whole community, the retail community, has the unprecedented power with social media, with Reddit, with YouTube. How many YouTubers come up and talk about their companies, talk about the truth behind the companies that they're investing in. Twitter, a lot of people talk about their bullish thesis about these companies. So the retail investors now have a voice to be heard. So instead of watching CNBC and watching and listening to these Wall Street folks talking about things that only benefit them, now we have a community where people come together and talk about the truth about the companies that they researched and they are investing in. And now we have a voice. And now Wall Street is really has kind of met their match in the past few days with the likes of what's happening with GameStop, what's happening with AMC, Nokia, Bed Bath and Beyond. All these companies are being shorted. And don't fool yourself. These companies are not being shorted because they're all crap companies. That's just not true. the media and the shorts will say to you, GameStop is going to fail. It's the next blockbuster because it's a mall-based retailer. Who buys from the retailers? Who buys in stores anymore? Everything is going online. But what you don't know when you don't do the research is that this company is in the midst of pivoting. Now, you could believe it or not. That's the beauty about the market. You can believe what the Wall Street folks tell you, what the media tells you, or you could believe what the retail investors that do their own research on what they're putting out, their information, and you have the choice to believe what you want to believe and do your own due diligence. And so the GameStop story is not just that. It's not simple. Not nobody's going to invest in GameStop before this whole. Even if Wall Street's bets was not in this picture, nobody's going to really put their money into GameStop if they don't really believe in the company. So obviously, people believe in the company. People are believing that they're transitioning. They brought over a lot of executives from Chewy. And they're expecting Ryan Cohen to be the new CEO and really turn the company around, pivot the company to a more e-commerce company. Now, those folks really believe that, and they're putting their money into the company. And on the other side, the Wall Street folks, they're shorting the company, and they don't want the retail investors to know what's really happening with the company. They're just they have the power, they have the money to get on CNBC, to get on television and tell you that this company is going to go bankrupt. It's going to be like Blockbuster. So they scare people away that really want to invest in the company and that actually believe the company is transitioning to a more e-commerce company. So it's due that the Wall Street community gets their ass spanked, and they're getting their ass spanked pretty hard in the last few days. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'll give a shout out real quick. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's see. Holding 50 shares, see what happens. Are you holding shares of GME, or are you holding AMC, or what are you holding? I'm expecting it's GME. So how high can this thing go? Supposedly the shorts have covered. You actually never know. They say that they have covered. Citron has said they covered, but you never really know if they really covered. So it'll be interesting how much this can go, how much higher this can go. There's folks talking about that we should ban talking about stocks in the community, and it's just BS. We have the freedom of speech. We could say whatever we want. We could give our bullish thesis. And this is America. This is what we do, and this is people expressing what they feel about the company, or feel about the situation. And it's our money. We could put our money where we want. And if you are willing to risk your money, it's your right to do that. But there's folks coming on CNBC saying that we should be halting GameStop for 30 days. And that's just BS. Halting for what? For what? Because people want to put money in it? Hey, if the Wall Street folks were not shorting the company, we would not have this problem to begin with, right? So why don't you say, hey, all these Wall Street folks, are you going to say, hey, you can't short the company? No, you don't say that, but you say that you're going to halt the stock because retail investors are buying the company and causing the shorts to have to cover. There's nothing wrong going on here. This is the way the market works. If the retail investors want to buy the company, then they can buy the company. This is America after all. Hold the line. Jose Flores holding 15 shares. Hold the line. So I am not in GME because it is just absolutely crazy. But I do have shares in AMC. I bought shares at $10 today. I am riding on house money right now, and I'm gonna see what happens tomorrow. AMC price prediction. I don't know. Anybody throw it in the chat. What do you think AMC is going to be tomorrow? Uh, I think it was up to 20 something dollars after just before the close, up to $19 after hours. It closed at $14.61. And after hours is easy to manipulate. Wall Street folks, hedge funds can manipulate this very easily and cause retail investors to freak out and sell. But I think what's going to happen tomorrow is the Wall Street bets community is going to come back with a vengeance with the whole Discord BS, with all these folks talking about shutting down Wall Street bets, shutting down, freezing stocks, freezing these stocks that Wall Street bets is in for 30 days, like all this BS. I think Wall Street bets is going to come back with a vengeance tomorrow, and really, I think if you thought today was crazy, I think tomorrow will be even more crazy. Double down on AMC if it hits $10. I'm thinking $30 to $50. Whoo, man. Yeah, I bought in today for $10 pre-market. I'm riding on house money now. I sold off at about, I think it was like $17 or something like that. And then I'm holding my position, and I'm just going to let it ride, see what happens with it. If it's house money, well, I'm down for this historic time in the markets. 2020 was absolutely bonkers, but 2021 is, come on, it's absolutely crazy. Holding 4K in AMC. Good luck to you. We'll see. Save #SaveAMC. So just want to share some just some more information, my screen with you. So the overall market is a bloodbath, guys. See, overall market is red. The Dow was down 2%, Nasdaq down 2.5%, S&P down 2.5%. All these stocks that are on my watch list, pretty much everything is down. Workhorse is up a little bit because of the Biden and the EV transitioning the fleet, the government fleet to EV. So Workhorse is up, but the majority of the stocks are down in the red today. And I think one of the reasons is because a lot of the folks are cashing out of these positions that made them a lot of money, and just going YOLO into Wall Street bet stock. And so this has a opposite effect. So I think in the long term, obviously, these really strong stocks, NVIDIA, some of these stocks that I'm watching, obviously Tesla is down after their earnings. I think it was down to 820. So I think this is a fantastic opportunity to get into some of these very, very good stocks that are down because of this whole situation. And that's for the long term, for your retirement account for 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is. This is a fantastic buying opportunity for some of these really, really good stocks that are down today. So overall market is down. I think it's a buying opportunity. I think the market is going to be down even more tomorrow as more money piles into the Wall Street bets stocks, and money leaves the mega caps and the large caps. So buying opportunity, consider putting some of that money into some of these really strong stocks that are on sale. The other thing I want to talk about is, let me share my screen with you. So a lot of folks are just listening that this whole GameStop is just the squeeze, is just the Wall Street bets squeezing the shorts. But whether you believe it or not, there is a case behind why people believe in GameStop. And so I don't know how many of you guys in the chat have actually looked at the due diligence put out on GameStop, but I just want to briefly go over it. So it's not like I said, people are not putting their money into GameStop just because it's being shorted. People have been putting money into GameStop for the last year, 6 months, in anticipation of the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, and when the information came out that GameStop is really pivoting, transitioning their company to a is going to transition their company to a more e-commerce play. This company could really transition, and it was down like $4, $8. So it was a value play, and people were buying it, and that's what they believe in. So, anyways, GameStop. This is some due diligence. Ryan Cohen's influence points to a bull case of $169. Obviously, we're way over that. We hit $300. So, this bull case has been realized in literally 2 days, but it doesn't mean that GameStop is going to fail. It's a garbage company. The price point up to $300. I think yes, that is all just short squeeze, squeezing the life out of these shorts. But the GameStop was $8 not too long ago. So just a brief overview. A lot of people are thinking that this is just a squeeze, but there is a bull case on GameStop, and it's really focusing on the transition of the company to a more e-commerce based company, and bringing on Ryan Cohen probably as the CEO. If this actually gets announced in the next few weeks, the next few months, I think GameStop stock is going to stay up in the 200, maybe even 300 range for a long time, if this plays out. If Ryan Cohen, he is from Chewy, a more e-commerce online play, and bringing that whole team to GameStop, and transitioning this company, bringing this company back to growth. So, even there. So let me come down here. So, where's their bull case? So their bull case is Ryan Cohen accelerates digital transformation by boosting e-commerce contributions to 45% via improved CX, aggressively pursues business partnerships, and leverages the full potential of 20 million active Power Up members across multiple digital businesses and channels. So, like I said, there is due diligence behind GameStop. So it's not just a BS short squeeze. There are people that really believe in the transitioning of this company, and they're putting their money where their mouth is, and they absolutely should be doing that, and that's what they're doing. But just because Wall Street has been shorting the company, and the retail investors have come together to put money where they think the money should go, all of a sudden Wall Street wants to shut down Reddit, wants to shut down Wall Street Bets, it wants to halt the GameStop stock. I think this is bullshit. This is America. People can vote with their money, and that's what's happening. All right. So, guys, that's my rant about Wall Street Bets, about the whole GME, GameStop, and all the Wall Street stocks. So go through the chats. Thank you guys for joining me. Tony Steele says put $5,000 into Koss at just over $11. The full is insanely low, and the short position is over 40%. Yeah, Koss was absolutely bonkers today. I think it was up like 500% on the day. So yeah, all these companies are getting squeezed. So guys, let me know your opinions. Let me know your thoughts. How about you leave us in the chat right now? Give me a 1 if you're in GameStop. Give me a 2 if you're in AMC. Give me a 3 if you're in KOSS. Give me a 4 if you're in Nokia. Let's see what everyone is in. Chris West says, GameStop, let me introduce you to Blockbuster. This craziness is not about GameStop. It's about revenge of the retail investor. Yeah, right now it is revenge of the retail investor. Hey, keep in mind, Wall Street, these folks, these hedge funds, what they did in the financial crisis, selling crappy mortgages, and just giving out mortgages, and just basically destroying the economy. How many hundreds of thousands of companies, businesses, people lost their jobs, lost their money, lost their houses during that whole crisis, the financial situation that was started, and that was implemented, started, and and fully wholly controlled by these hedge funds, by big banks, by Wall Street, and they paid for it. They went bank. They caused a lot of bankruptcies, and whatever happened, they got a slap on the wrist, and they got bailed out by the American people. They got bailed out because they were too big to fail. That's what they did. And these are the same folks that are shorting these companies like GameStop, shorting these companies like Bed Bath and Beyond, and not giving them the chance to survive. Bed Bath and Beyond, there's a bullish thesis behind that. They're transitioning their stores. They're closing a lot of their stores because they are reducing their size, and they're transitioning their company. Same thing with GameStop, but they're not going to get the chance of day because Wall Street is shorting them, and betting against them. So I think it is time that the retail investor come together, and show Wall Street what's up, and that's been what's happening. So, uh, so a lot of ones, So ones for GME. Obviously, a lot of people are in GME. A lot of twos also, ones and twos, ones and twos, ones and twos. So Jason B is in both GameStop and AMC. AMC was number 2. Put in a 2 if you're in AMC. I have AMC. I am in AMC. I bought in today. I was in at $10. I was able to get my cost basis back, and now I'm running on house money. That's the best position to be. So if it keeps on running, that's all just gravy on top. So that is a lot of AMCs. So AMC had a good run today. Like I said, I think what can happen tomorrow. With the whole situation that with the shutdown of Wall Street Bets, with the whole situation about shutting them down on Discord and causing them to go private on Reddit. I think there might be more revenge tomorrow. Is the word on the street. So definitely not going to be a boring day tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. Hope you have a fantastic time tomorrow. Keep in mind, if you are interested in some good stocks that are on sale, this whole Wall Street Bets situation, a lot of money has been moved out of these strong companies. NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, Tesla is down to 820 today, after they missed on their earnings, their EPS, but they beat on their revenue. It's a sale on Tesla, in my opinion. So I think it could go down more, and it's a fantastic buying situation. A lot of people are pulling their money out of these strong companies and putting it into these Wall Street Bets. So it's again, it's an opportunity to get into some of these good stocks at a discount. Chester, I thought GME and AMC were good companies. Well, there's no doubt that they're struggling, obviously, but they have bullish thesis behind them, and they're struggling because of the whole illness situation. But the whole situation is that they are transitioning their company, and GME, GameStop, is transitioning to a more e-commerce company and bringing on executives from Chewy to help them out. And obviously AMC has raised enough money so they won't go bankrupt, and they are trying to survive, and it looks like they will survive. But with Wall Street shorting these companies, it makes it even more difficult for them to survive. And this is what this revolution is about. Getting the retail investor some power, and just holding together, and making the Wall Street hedge funds pay for shorting these companies that are just trying to make it, trying to survive. And a lot of folks, if these companies actually do go bankrupt, a lot of people will be losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods. I think the market is the market. And if people want to believe in these companies, they are doing that and expressing and paying and putting their money where their mouth is. So, whew, guys, thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I think it's going to be very exciting. So remember, some stocks are on sale, and hope you make a lot of money out there. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice night. Catch it later. Bye.